I was my favorite in the matchup. Its second attack shreds for 3 energy. It does 210 damage and ignores effects. So you punch the Crustle for 210 damage, and your Starmie has 330 HP. And you have Dusknors. On top of all of that, you have Dusknor. And the Crustle deck is not good at chaining Crustles. They're good at setting up one really big Crustle that wins the game. Kangaskhan start's a good start, though. If we're going to get going, get set up. Or potentially even just start swinging with Kangaskhan. Like, I don't know. Maybe we just have the Kangaskhan start swinging. Dweebs are in. Buddy popping off the rib? What the fuck? Only a little sus, I guess. 2 growing energy prized. Ice Cream and Rocky Fighting are the top 2 prize cards here. How much should play 2 Kang this matchup? I mean, you could... I don't know. Maybe that is the better line, to be honest. Maybe you should just set up a both your Kangaskhan's. I could see it. Honestly, hold on. That honestly might be the play. Like, Kangaskhan plus Hero's Cape might actually be the play. Like, no memes. Yeah, I think I would actually just set up the Kangaskhan. It probably has to be the active one, though. No, but attaching to the active is so bad because the Starmie deck is so much faster than you. So, like, you want to attach to the bench Kangaskhan, but finding that and finding energy, I don't know. Going with Kangaskhan is probably the way, actually, though. Cornerstone can swing. Cornerstone is terrible. That's not. Oh, he's doing it though. Okay. Okay, yeah. I said it. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Just get the Crustle out of the deck to thin him out, I guess. That's fine. Gonna get the Staryu. The rest of the hand, it might have to be Ultra Ball for Cat, but there is a Cat prize. I don't know how many Cat are in this build. You could just go attach pass, though, and that'd be fine. That's just Staryu pass. Duskull, Monkey Dory in hand. Ooh, didn't build up the damage on the Duskull, though. That's got to be a misplay. Damaging your Staryu is probably fine, but you should definitely damage our Duskull here. Otherwise, playing the Risky Ruins is just a misplay there, because you want to keep it as a counter stadium. So definitely a misplay there. Hold on. This first game, actually, Elmer might be able to walk away with this one. It's already looking really, really good here for Elmer. Wow, with a slow start. And the hand is dead. Currently. The hand is dead. We're looking for a top deck. That is a big Kangaskhan. 400 HP. Top deck, another Ruins. I mean, we can Ultra Ball here and start swinging with Starmie. That feels like it has to be the play. Second Cat. There's Fez, there's Latias. Gotta just be the Mega Starmie. Oh boy, here we go. Boss on a Dweeb. Go the Dweeb. We gotta build up that damage on that. I almost don't even like... Oh, I guess we're taking the knockout because we need a prize card, right? Okay, the knockout's fine here. The knockout is fine. I love the Latias on the Starmie deck. Because losing energy attachments is like really obnoxious. It also increases your outs for mobility. And it allows you to get into Badoo on the first turn of the game more consistently. You also have bench space to make it work. You have like the free bench space to just have the infinite basic mobility, basically. It's not that high value in the deck, but it's like, it is just nice. Is it better to damage Dwebble? No, the Crustals are not a threat in this matchup at all. Crustal is just not a threat. Oh, also there's the Ursaluna. Yeah, good point. The threat in this matchup is the Kangaskhan. Okay. One head. This gets 3 heads. Hold on. 1 head. Sorry. That's still pretty good, though. Good start. All right. Does Joao actually have something to work with here? And how many Ice Cream can Elmer find on the following turn? Oh, we have Lily and Fez. Yeah, I'd bench Fez here. Bench Fez, play Lily. Start to develop the Dusknors. We could actually KO the Kangaskhan this turn with Candy Dusknor, Candy Dusknor. Actually, I don't know if this deck plays Candy. I forget. Or actually, I don't know Joao's list specifically. I forget what people played, but I don't know what Joao plays. Oh, we got the Ignition, though. You can hit for 200 here and develop 2 Dusclops. At least 1 Dusclops. That is a lot of Duscles. You got to be careful at this point because we're not going to be able to use too many of the... I actually don't know if I like that second Duskull grab. I'd rather almost leave see the bench space be left open for like Monkey Dories and stuff. And like the cat and like Ursaluna and maybe Latias. I was going to go for the big hit here, though. But how many Ice Cream does Elmer have built up? 2 from the spiky. 200. Was it 210 or 200? 210. Okay. So 140 HP left currently. How many Ice Creams does Elmer have? Maybe a Pokemon Center Lady as well. Starting with the draw. And we can start to build up the Crustle now on the back line. Yeah, Joao did take the damage from the spiky energy there. Maybe the Dewey was a mistake. Well, I don't know. He needed his hand was dead. He was trying to draw a prize card, I'm sure, to just like play the game. So I think Kevin the Dewey was probably correct. There's 1 Ice Cream. Do we have any more Ice Cream to work with? 2 Ice Cream. Nope. Maybe he's slow rolling him. Slow roll? Joao can still take the knockout next turn. Just needs Dusknor plus Ursaluna to KO the active here. Oh, promotes Staryu. I don't know about this. I thought we were going to promote the Dusclops here to get into the Dusknor. Dusclops Ignition? Yeah, but we didn't even play for that. He didn't even play for a Hilda here. Also, you kind of want to save your Ignition so you can go Starmie KO next turn on the Crustal before it gets built up. But he has to find Ignition. He has 1 Ignition energy left. He didn't even play for the Hilda. He didn't draw with Fez before the Lily either. Maybe he doesn't run Ursaluna? No, he runs Ursaluna. We saw the card. Yeah, I don't know about this play at all from Joe. I don't know why we didn't just play for the Ursaluna play here. All you have to do is promote the Dusclops, make the Dusknoir. I think we had an Ultra Ball in the hand as well that we could have used to literally get the Ursaluna. Like, you're literally just risking losing to Ultra Ball heads. Or, excuse me, triple heads. Not Ultra Ball heads. That'd be weird. We do have the Wally. The Wally is pretty good here. I do not understand this play at all. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, did we KO with Clops and Nor? Oh, so we can Clops, Nor, knock. But then we like use an extra Clops. Yeah, then we literally just lose to a. Well, it would be attach pass. He has to pop Nor Clops. I do not know why we didn't just play for Ursaluna here. Maybe he's just going to attack this turn and play the Wally next turn, though. And just sit, like, hope there's not triple heads. But it actually isn't triple heads. It just have to be 2 heads. Because we're going to take 10 damage or 20 damage from the spiky energy. Fez bench feels like a throw, not going to lie. No, the Fez bench was correct. He's double popping. Elmer doesn't win next turn, but Joao will need Ignition next turn. Thinking about the Night Stretcher, but this makes no sense because, yeah, punch, no damage to the bench. That does KO the Kangaskhan here. 3 prize cards drawn. Can we find the Ignition before Elmer can boss KO that Duskull? That's why I was saying the 3rd Duskull bench was also so bad, and now he's getting potentially punished for it because we were never popping a 3rd Dusclops or Dusknoir. Benching the 3rd Duskull was so bad. And now we might get punished for it. Oh, there's a Hilda in hand. He has Hilda in hand. Okay, it's probably over. It's probably over. Kangaskhan getting... Oh, no, because Joao has 2 prize cards left. We can just start to build up another Kangaskhan on the bench, actually. Elmer can just not attach active. Elmer could just go attach the Kangaskhan here. And then force Joao to have to deal with the Crustle and then deal with the Kangaskhan on the follow-up. Hold up, hold up. Getting out the deck here from Elmer. Yeah, he's maybe just... If we see attachment to Kangaskhan, you definitely boss the Kangaskhan. So we'll see where Elmer attaches for turn. There's a Kangaskhan. But now I do wonder if Elmer could have benched this Kangaskhan a turn previously, to be honest. I'm not sure. Think about the Hilda. Shuffling the deck. Did we already play a supporter? I actually don't know. That is the legacy energy on Patrick. Yeah, it's going to be the attach to the Kangaskhan. Okay, so now... Ooh, and the boss of the Duskull to be disruptive. That would have worked on the Fez or the Duskull here, so... But if we have energy boss here from Joao to put the pressure on the Kangaskhan, I think you're in a fine spot. There is a Pokepad in hand. Oh, there's a Meowth in hand, so we can guarantee this. But we have a Pokegear, I think, so we can check with Pokegear first. I'm going to start with a Buddy Poffin. Not sure if there's anything to thin out here. There's a boss on the bottom, so... Are we just gonna... No, there's no way we cat here, right? We should definitely check with Pokegear. No, we need to boss punch the Kangaskhan. We can't play the Hilda here. I don't even... What are we Hildaing for? Why are we not going for boss? We have energy... No energy to retreat? I mean, except for the dark energy that's literally in the hand. He wants Latias off the Hilda. Latias, Hilda for Latias energy. All right. You know what? Fine. You know what, chat? I'll let you drive. I'll let y'all drive this ship. Let's just ignore the Night Stretcher and the energy in the hand. And, is he gonna try? Oh, wait, hold up. Maybe there is a line here. He could no, but then you have to attach to the... He can trap the Crustle in the active. and build up so we can do this move. The next turn he can switch, hit for 50, and then boss, ignition, knock it out while trapping the cross only active. This actually might still work here. This gets punished, though, if Elmer has a switch. If Elmer can go attach to Kangaskhan pass into attach switch boss, you lose. So this gets punished by a way to move the Crustal. Whereas if Joao had just gone for boss punch, Kangaskhan this turn, I don't know if you can lose, to be honest. Because then you have to burn the switch to get the Kangaskhan out of the active. Elmer does not play Ignition, no. It's open decklist, you should know if there's a switch. That is true. But he can still be hoping that it just doesn't get found, I guess. Doesn't seem like a safe line, though. Ursaluna boss wins the game now. We can't move the active and attach. Oh no, Ursaluna attacks for free. You know, you are right, but that play is also just not available in his hand. He doesn't have a way to find the Ursaluna. Well, now he's playing the Pokegear. I don't know why we played Pokegear here, though. Because now we should just go retreat and snipe the bench for 50, and then next turn cat for boss plus ignition and knockout. You act like this matchup was going to be super boring. This has been interesting as heck. Well, I mean, Joao drew like super slow. So it is definitely like closer than like the last matchup we saw. That's for sure. It is definitely closer than that. But it's still very favorable for Starmie. The Starmie player just drew super slow early on. So this game is making this matchup look deceptively close. Okay, attach retreat, move 20 over, hit it for 50. Okay. This line actually still does work here for sure. We didn't have to. No, but this line could lose to boss. Though. Like as I said, this line loses to switch. I don't know if Elmer plays switch. But oh my gosh, dude, does he have the boss as well? He's dude. Oh. Well, we could have just bossed it. It does lose to switch. We could have boss punched the Kangaskhan a turn sooner. We could have done that. This line works if we're not scared to switch. She's got the switch. The boss play would have made it so that line wouldn't have worked. I don't know. I kind of punished. Yeah, kind of punished there. All right. Elmer's making it interesting. Takes game number 1. Game number 1 taken. The Dusk Bent Mega Punish. Yeah, because if we had done if we just didn't bench the Duskull then and did the boss play, we just don't have Monkey Dory on our bench anyway. So even if Elmer was 1 attachment ahead on the Kangaskhan, Elmer would need the boss on the Fez and to hit a heads to make things harder. So you think it's easy for Starmie? Yes. What? Yo, Azul, did you see how that one deck beat the other deck, even though you said it was favored for the other matchup? Now what do you think, buddy? Now what do you think, huh? It's a percentage game. It's probably like a 75-25. It's more than that. This is like an 80-20 for Starmie. The 20% has to happen 20% of the time. And also, Joao definitely threw multiple times in the game. So that's assuming both players are playing at a higher accuracy. Sometimes the 20% happens. That's what that means. You shouldn't have used so much Dusk there. Yeah, he also had the Ursaluna play and didn't do the Ursaluna play the turn. Oh my, yeah, it's actually worse than I thought. Joao made a lot of big mistakes. Actually, I forgot about the Dusknor turn. I completely forgot about that turn. That was a really bad turn as well. Honestly, this matchup is, the more I think about it, this match is like a 90-10, man. This match is like a 90-10. Joao threw a lot in that match. And it was very well played by Elmer. Elmer identified his win condition. He did open, like, opening the Kangaskhan is really good, plus the energy. So he drew the right cards to, like, be able to be aggressive. But he also played it well, so. I still get mad when my opponent finds the 10%. Those lucky bastards, man. I don't know who that was in chat. You're acting like my world is shattered because because Crustle won that match. Everything's a lie. I can't believe it. How did Crustle win a game? How will I mentally recover from this situation? I need to go back. I need to take a break. I just need to think on this. I'll see y'all in a couple weeks. I need a break from everything. This has really made me question most things. All right. Oh, Ursaluna starts? But this is it. This is the ultimate punish. You throw game one as Joao here. Now things are getting... You're opening the Ursaluna now. I mean, he brought this upon himself. 2 boss prize. I don't know how many boss he's playing. It's probably 2 to 3. So might have no Gus to work with in this early game. Gonna have to wait to draw some prize cards to find it. Maybe he didn't practice the matchup a lot. Yeah, and then he's also probably hungry. He's tired. His tummy hurts. He stubbed his toe on his way up to the stage. Tripped over shoelaces this morning. Scraped his knee. It's just going. It's all downhill here for Joao, to be honest. It's all rough. Dude, we're not getting the Latias here off one of these Ultra Balls? What the fuck? Dude, we're not moving this Ursaluna. What are we doing? We'll find the Duskull later. This guy's gotta go, bro. He needs to be mobile. We're using 2 Ultra Balls to not find Latias? Am I trolling? Is it prized? Boss and Hilda are the top 2? Bro, what? Dude, I hope your Ursaluna gets stuck next turn. I hope the Ursaluna gets stuck. Please be stuck. Please be stuck. Please be stuck. Dude, I am rooting for Elmer so hard right now. We are not moving that Ursaluna. That Ursaluna is not moving. His hand is just dead, no? No, he has a Hilda, or a Lily, excuse me, a Hilda. He's got a Lily in his hand. He's got a Lily in his hand. Doesn't he have Brock? Well, Brock's not good enough, though. We don't have a Starmie, right? Okay, even if there is a Brox in the hand, does he have a Brox? Is there Brox? If there's Brock Starmie in the hand, I guess it works. No, it's a Starmie and a Lily, right? Wait, is it Starmie Brox? Okay, if it's Starmie Brox, I thought it was a Lily. Okay, if it's Starmie Brox, it works. It works. If it's Starmie Brox, I thought it was a Lily. He's off the hook. He's off the hook. I apologize. He had to figure it out the whole time. This was putting the match on stream was criminal. Well, if the alternative was a different match, but the alternative is not a different match. It's a legacy energy on the Star U. What was the alternative? Well, there is no alternative. I think they're going to show us the other top 4 match. So they're going to do both of them anyways. This is top 4, yeah. All right, there's the Ascension from Elmer. This does slow things down a bit. The Ascension does make things a lot slower here. That better be a Brox. No, it's a Lily! Bro, are you kidding me? All right, now I'm tilted again. I didn't know there was that Lily, though. That style of Lily. I was like, I didn't know if there was a Brox either. Okay, the thing about this situation, though, is that there was an Ascension, so we couldn't attack the active anyways. Well, just attach to the Starmie! Dude, just... He's playing for Ignition Latia. Dude, I hope he whiffs his attachment. We just need to put the energy on the Starmie. We don't need Latias Ignition here. To win this game, we don't need Latias Ignition. It's not necessary. Just attach for turn. Just get 3 energy on this Starmie. He drew the Latias. If he draws the Ignition, I'm tilted. The fact that he drew the Latias is already too far. I'm already tilted on that. Thank goodness he whiffed his energy attachment for turn. I could not handle him hitting the energy attachment for turn. He does not deserve the energy attachment for turn. Probably should have been... Oh, no, I guess you don't want the Latias to have 20 on it, because then the Kangaskhan just KOs it. Well, we put 50 on Kangaskhan here, I guess. Yeah, he does not deserve the energy attachment for turn. He does not deserve it. Actually, no. What? Did we just let him get Latias here? Are we being serious? The fact that he even gets 50 damage out of this turn is tilting me. All right, back into it. Over to Elmer. Our first energy attachment did end up on the Crustal. I mean, we can't attach the Crustal here. Yeah, it's got to go to the Kangaskhan. And this is, I mean, you can see, despite the mistakes Joao has made, you can see how bad this matchup is. Like, this matchup is terrible. In game one, Joao drew like insanely slow and still should have won. If Joao had played better, Joao would have won the match for sure. But this is like ultra cooked now for Elmer. The cape is also prized. Yeah, that's a good call. It's gonna make things that much harder. Dude, Joao playing for the Ignition Latias there is so criminal. The Latias was too big of a bailout to begin with. All right, we have our energies now. We do have the Ignition now. Putting the Ignition in here, I don't know if it's correct or not, to be honest, to KO this Crustal. Putting the pressure on is like kind of cool, but also just attaching on water for turn and hitting the Kangaskhan for 50 is honestly maybe just better. There's no reason we have to like free this Crustal out of the active at the cost of an Ignition. We can just save our Ignitions for later. I don't hate just like actually honestly building up more damage on the Kangaskhan, but it's gonna go for this play as well. This play I don't mind. I'm not sure the other play is definitely better, but it's gonna go for the big KO here. Oh my gosh, he almost drew the top card of his deck instead of a prize card. Holy shit. I don't know, I might have wanted the extra 20 on Latias. We can surely move it before we're scared of a Kang boss KO. I mean, yeah, I don't hate it for sure. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the 50 on Kangaskhan though, like you're definitely not, you don't hate the 50 on Kangaskhan there for sure. You don't hate the 50 on the Kangaskhan. Going for the Hilda. We just get a Dark Energy for the Monkey Dory. Move 20. Yeah, the Dark Energy for Monkey Dory here I think is fine. That was a Pokemon Center lady, yeah. Oh, and the second Dusknoir. Oh my, can we just win this turn? Is there like a way to just win the game? Wait, is that game? Oh, that is game, yeah. Okay, sure. Pop double Nor on the bench. Snipe it for 50. Sick. Yeah, it's cooked. It's over. Okay. Now, y'all, for anyone who is questioning my expertise of this matchup, I think you can clearly see why this is a terrible matchup for Elmer. Game one is one of those games, though. Elmer had the... Wait, what? We didn't just win? Can Elmer punish this somehow? The problem with this as well is actually less time. I mean, there's 47 minutes left, so it doesn't really matter, but less time does favor Elmer, I would assume. Wait, actually, no, that might not be true. Less time actually might favor Joao. No, but this lets us get another Kangaskhan. Wait, actually, this might be... Oh, is this actually a route back into the game? I mean, now Joao doesn't just win, I guess, so that's bad, right? Now you don't just win the game. Oh, you can get Ice Cream, yeah. You can get Attach Ice Cream and Knockout. Attach Ice Cream Knockout here is actually huge. No, that was actually a huge throw. At first I was like, is it really that big of a deal? Is there ever a reason that it could be? No, that's bad. There's a route here now. I'd love to be a part of the post-game breakdown with Joao. I mean, he would just tell you he threw for sure. Like, he would just be like, yeah, I fucked up. Like, that's all he was, that's all he would say. He probably realizes some of the mistakes he's made throughout the games as we've gone, for sure. Oh my gosh, we got the energy, we got the ice cream. Yo, we have to see the punish here. 3 heads, please. I'm begging you. Let me see the 3 heads. One time, punish, please. Here we go. Gosh, darn it. All right, it's probably cooked now, because now Joao can just one-hit KO the active, like, with just an Ignition Energy. Or you can double Nor the active here as well. It doesn't really matter at this point. But you could go 1 Nor plus ignition, double Nor plus attack. Oh, hit him with the Wally? Yo, get Willis involved. Oh, no. It's cooked. It's cooked. Wally putting it over the top. Why didn't he pop both Norse to game? Because he just misplayed. That's it. It's just a misplay. Oh, actually, you don't even need to Wally this turn either, though, because there's no way to get damage. You may as well just, like, leave the extra damage around. Actually, it looks like maybe Chihuahua is not taking the KO here. I think that's probably a mistake, though, to not knock out the active. Yeah, it's definitely is just a mistake here from Chihuahua to just not KO the active Kangaskhan. Because once again, all you do is give Elmer a chance to use Ice Creams and then get the KO here. Yeah, this is actually just a misplay. We should just pop both Nors and KO the active here. And then not even play the Wally and leave the damage and play for Monkey Dory. Now, once again, Elmer can get Ice Creams plus knockout. Yeah, it's just another throw. We also could have benched like another Duskull maybe on this last turn as well. He's just giving Elmer a chance. He's literally just giving Elmer a chance. He's given Elmer so many, or not so many chances. He's given Elmer two chances. He's giving Elmer chances for sure. All right, here we go. Is he throwing on purpose? No, dude, what a stupid question. All right, there's no value from that. The question is, how many ice creams do we have? What a dumb question. Is he, have you, like, what? Are you a moron on purpose? Like, come on, what are we, like, what? No, that's fair. Yeah, are you a moron on purpose? Like, what are we doing here? All right, no ice cream. Just going for the KO. Still need 3 heads. 1 heads. Can we get the punish? 2 heads. Do it to him. Yes! That's big, that's big, that's big. Actually, no. The game is still probably just over, but that's about as punishing as you can get for the misplays that Joao's made up to this point. But I think the game is over here. You can go Nor, Ursa Luna, obviously. So it is still cooked. It is still cooked. But there was a chance. Like, there was hope here for Elmer. Joao made some pretty big errors. The punishes did not come through every single time. I mean, you could technically call that a punish there at the end. That Kangaskhan should not have been able to attack, but obviously Joao still had game on board. Wasn't ever going to make a huge difference. What's your favorite flavor ice cream? I think it definitely fluctuates, but cookies and cream is pretty good. Like, as far as like a more basic flavor goes, simple basic cookies and cream, pretty solid. Was he just waiting for the Ursa Luna play? No, he was just misplaying. That might have been what he was thinking of doing. Like, there's I mean, I don't know, maybe. I can't tell for sure. But it doesn't matter, like, I don't know what Joao was doing, but he misplayed. Whether or not he wanted to win with Ursa Luna or not doesn't make it not a misplay, is what I would say. Yeah, in this situation, it's not that deep. Where it's like, okay, is there something to think about here? Did Joao have like a different kind of play that maybe had more value than the play we were discussing? The answer is no. Joao just made some mistakes and didn't get punished for them. He maybe was waiting for the Ursa Luna play, but it's still also a misplay. Is it a misplay if the line still wins guaranteed? The line didn't win guaranteed, though, because if Elmer had double ice cream there, to heal the active Kangaskhan and then get 3 heads plus KO, then double Dusknoir doesn't KO the active Kangaskhan, and you have to go like Dusknoir plus Ursaluna. It still might have technically been guaranteed, but you increase your odds of losing the game based on you like misplaying for sure. Like from there, there's a higher chance that you could just throw. So like he technically might have still been unlosable if Joao doesn't make any mistakes from there, but you increase your odds of making a misplay that leads to you losing the game. So there's just like both lines you could have won 100% of the time, and it is open deck list, so both players are aware of the deck lists, which leads to knowing, leads to this knowledge mattering for sure. Yeah, but you could win. Both lines could be 100% of the time, but one of the lines of play would just like leads to less variables for you misplaying. Also, we don't know the players list 100%, so we're also analyzing from that point of view a little bit. So I guess you could argue that my analysis, as in Pokepad of the top 2 prize cards, is a little nitpicky because I don't know the full 60, but they know the full 60. But even then, nah, it's just misplaying. It's just giving opportunities to Elmer for no reason. Sure, Elmer needs to hit 3 heads on the Kangaskhan attack to take advantage of the opportunity, but like, what if he just does? Why would we let him have that opportunity? There's no reason to give him that opportunity. Do you think Starmie has more agency if Crustle stocks go up? And after this big finish, you think Starmie has more agency if Crustle stocks go up? No, that doesn't make a deck have more agency. It just makes the deck a better play. I mean, it like theoretically makes Starmie a little bit better of a play, but Crustle's never gonna get popular enough to like make it a great play based on that. Starmie could just already be a great play based on it just being a good deck. Yeah, it could already be a good play just being a good deck already. Crustle's never gonna break like, I don't know, Crustle's like highs are probably like 8%, I would assume, something like that. I would be shocked if Crustle ever got to double digits. Okay, got a couple benches here. Is there a Lily in hand, or do we have to Ultra Ball for the cat? It might have to be. Oh, we have Judge. That's fine for our first turn of the game. Yeah, that's not that big of a deal. All we really want to find here is an energy, whether it be a dark energy or a water energy. We just want to get an energy on the Monkey Dory or on the Staryu. Appreciate 12 months there, Rolando. What's your favorite sleeve color, and what's your go-to deck box? Go-to deck box? I don't really have one, to be honest. Just kind of whatever I'm feeling. Sleeve color? I also don't really have a favorite sleeve color. I got a couple different ones. Ultra Ball and Pokegear. We could Ultra Ball for a Duskull, but the problem with that is if our Pokegear whiffs, we'd be in trouble. So just gonna go with the pass. I think it's fine. We don't have to like get Duskull's. We want Duskull's next turn. Whiffing the energy is the biggest whiff here for Joao out of the things we could whiff. There's the Forest into a Lily here for Elmer. Elmer really wants to find energy plus switch next turn, just have to put the pressure on. The deck, I think, only plays one switch, though, so it doesn't have a ton of mobility. So, like, there was maybe an argument to retreat. Nah, retreating to the Kangaskhan off the rip is actually just bad. Don't mind me. That would have been terrible. So you're really just hoping to find, like, petrol energy here to get to... I think you just want to attack as soon as possible. You just want to take prize cards as soon as possible, so that way Joao can use... doesn't get to use as many... Oh, this is a little awkward, actually. Actually, the Cornerstone start is probably the worst thing you could open with. Because now if you bench Dwebble, oh yeah, and he gets nothing here. Because if you bench Dwebble, then Joao can go 1, 2, 3. But you want to force double Kangaskhan. Okay, let's see how this goes for Joao. Starting with the Pokegear. We have Ultra Ball for Cat if we whiff. It's a lot of Duskulls. We're gonna have to go in with the Cat. Ultra Ball giving up the Staryu and the Dusknoir probably, but it's considering the boss and holding on to the Staryu wants the backup Starmie. Okay, I don't hate it. And yeah, Cat for Lily here. Honestly, maybe the biggest problem with the situation is, well, one, we have to hope we hit Starmie and energy off this Lily. And we don't even have another energy built up on a Monkey Dory yet, which kind of sucks. We only have one bench space open for a Duskull at this point, which sucks. I wonder if the Staryu is even actually worth that much value, or if we should actually just bench look for double Duskull here, and then just play through... like, open up with the Mega Starmie. If that aggressively gets KO'd, then we follow up with Dusclops, Dusknoir, and Ursaluna. And then from there, we can get back into Starmie if we need to be able to answer a Crustle in the late game. But honestly, this is... I mean, I feel like this is kind of playing out similarly to Game 1, where, like, this is, like, there's an opportunity here for Elmer, for sure. The start from Joao is super slow. Super, super slow. Dark Energy... Got the water. Oh, got the water. Got the Ultra Ball. Okay. We can attack, but the follow-up, there might not even be a supporter in the hand. So if this Starmie gets KO'd on the next turn, you're kind of in trouble here as well. I don't think you don't go for it, though. We're probably still just going to go for it here. Appreciate 20 months there, Cakewims. Going up the ruins, and I don't know what that. It might be a dust cloud. It's one of the dusks. One of the dusts. Got our Starmie. All right, yeah, the hand is dead. A boss, a dark energy, and a Dusclops. So if this Starmie goes down this turn, Joao might be in trouble. Let's see what Elmer can find here. We have switch. I think if you have switch energy here, you should want it. Oh, already off the rip. Draw 2. I don't think there's any candy in Joao's build, so the most damage you can do next turn is... You can do 250 next turn with Ignition plus Dusclops, and that's only a Hilda away. So as Elmer here, you really need energy ice cream. There's the Petrol. That can get the ice cream. Do we have an energy in hand? Oh, Cape works as well. Cape also puts us out of range. But now we need some heads. Now we need some heads. Yeah, the ice cream actually is not necessary here, so we can hold off on those even if we had one. I mean, this is where we get to take advantage of the situation, though. How many heads? 1. Let me get 3. 2. Oh, he got all 3. That's it. Oh my gosh. 3 prize cards, and Joao has nothing. Top deck Ursaluna. That's insane. There's the Dusclops. You could boss the Cornerstone to try and slow things down. You can hit with Ursaluna here, but you have to pop the Dusclops, and then your Ursaluna would be stuck. I don't even know what you do here, as well. I'm not going to lie. I almost want to leave the Latias on the active and hope he hits a Tails. That's what I'm almost leaning towards here. You attach a Monkey Dory, move 20 over, leave Latias active, hope there's no boss, because Boss Cat would also be terrible. Moves 20 over. Baiting the boss on the Cornerstone. That would delay the second Kangaskhan, possibly. Actually, I don't hate the boss here. I was going to sacrifice the Monkey Dory. Still wants access to that Dusclops, potentially a Dusknoir on the next turn. That would allow us to get the KO on the Kangaskhan. Does Elmer have a boss, though? Boss Cat would be... That's pretty... Boss KO the Cat's pretty good. Especially if we could... I wouldn't even need an ice cream. We just need a boss the Cat. Can we kill the Cat? Draw 2. There's boss. Just shut out the Dusknoir. Wait, Pokegear? What support are we going for here? If not boss, KO Cat. Goes for the Petrol. Plays Petrol for the... Wait, is boss KO Cat not just better? Am I trolling? Because now Dusknoir could be popped. I mean, it doesn't lead to a knockout. I feel like this is actually just worse. You just do it next turn. Oh, maybe he just knows he wins. Maybe Elmer just knows he wins the game by going KO active, boss KO Cat. Maybe it's like the same thing. Because, like, if Joao's already played a Judge, so if Joao has no more hand disruption. Although I think Joao does play a Harlequin. The only thing I was thinking is this lets Joao use the Dusknoir. Like, now we get to pop a Dusknoir. But if you KO the cat, you take away the Dusknoir possibility completely, right? I still kind of like the boss KO on the cat. I don't know. It doesn't lead to a KO either way, though. Like, Dusknoir plus Ursaluna doesn't get the KO on the Kangaskhan here. Army with the Legacy. Army punch. But yeah, the boss is in the hand there for Elmer, and Elmer's going to walk away with the dub here. Oh, unexpected dub here for Elmer. It was a rough draw in game 3 though for Joao. Did not draw super well, and then I mean, he hit the 3 heads. He did, like, the 3 heads was also a pretty big deal here for Elmer to get the dub. Holy smokes! What an insane dub.